Welcome back to another exciting episode of Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's crime fighting time as we dive back into the last case. Miss Andrews?
I refuse to testify.
What was that?
There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me.
What? Well, that's not fair.
It's actually true, there is a law.
Well, yes, you are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews.
Fifth Amendment.
The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination by allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What?
Yeah, we've been using that.
Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. She's too smart.
You're not allowed to incriminate yourself or your spouse.
Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. On-Guard's room,
Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? All right.
Oh, snap. That's it. That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews not to testify if things looked bad.
You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix.
Dang it, too smart.
But there is still one thing you haven't done.
Something I haven't done?
You said you were gonna make me cake.
What's wrong, Wright? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence? Evidence? What is so humorous, Mr. Wright? Edgeworth. I'm sure you realize this well, Your Honor, but everything the good lawyer has proven up to this point is meaningless. What did you just say? Everything you've proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to prove a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Corrida. Ooh. Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Corrida?
I believe this may lead me to incriminate myself, so I will abstain from answering.
But, Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think?
Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence.
No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do?
Somehow, we've landed in the worst possible situation, Phoenix.
Curse you.
She's actually smart, which is different than usual.
I think we've reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Andrews has refused to testify, and the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully sustained with solid definitive proof. But that's not true! In this situation, there's only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess!
Yay!
Recess?
I call dibs on swing set.
I request that both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter at tomorrow's trial. Tomorrow? Oh no. We don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial. Please continue the trial. What are you sweating for?
Oh my gosh, that's right, Maya will be destroyed.
Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... What? I'm sorry, but it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify.
No.
Now then, this court is... What now? It is not impossible for this trial to continue. What?
Is it not impossible?
Mr. Adroff, what are you... It's true, Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that is very true, but... Actually, there is one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews. When you found the victim's corpse, you poured yourself a glass of juice.
Yes, and?
I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually, when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice.
So my actions were unusual, but I've already...
Before you speak, I want to state that I have a reason... that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect.
Testify?
Testify, sister. Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I forgot his voice because I've been doing this so long now.
I don't know what this is about. I don't know what is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him, Phoenix. Is he a friend or a foe? I just don't know.
It sounds like a song.
That's how it goes.
The court acknowledges the prosecution's request, Miss Andrews, if you please.
And no one knows.
No one knows, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I feel like she can just leave, though. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and I saw it in that messy state. And he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't even cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was gone, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. Wow, that's kind of creepy.
So you poured that glass of juice for the victim? That's kind of sweet. Why didn't you just say so in your earlier testimony? You would have saved us 50 minutes!
I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial.
It shows you have a heart!
Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there will be nothing left.
Oh gosh. I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours?
He knows Maya's in trouble!
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Again.
But there's no way to find out who the real killer is.
That got me.
Because we don't even know anyone else except for her and Lotta. It's either one of them. There's nobody else. Oh, sorry.
Nah, you already read it. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right?
Of course not.
Then who did you pour it for?
Mr. Wright, there is a rhyme and reason for everything. Can you just wait a little longer for it to be revealed to you?
In other words, Wright, be quiet and listen.
Precisely. I couldn't have said it better myself, Edgeworth.
I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's ganging up on you. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it.
Objection! Wait, wrong button. All that...
Isn't that...
So, it was a mess! Are you sure it wasn't messy because of your your skirmish with Juan Carita, or whatever his name is?
Wait, she can't answer anything about that. Incriminates herself.
I understand your frustrations at not being able to prove your theory, however... Before you go accusing people of crimes, go find yourself some evidence. Grr. And then, what did you see next, witness? Glare.
And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking.
Slumped over?
Yes. He was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping.
Is it me, or did that right there sound a little odd?
Wait, why would it sound odd?
I have no idea.
When I saw him sitting like that, he thought that... the thought that he was...
Then what did you what crossed your mind then?
I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix.
German Ninja Hulk!
Oh!
Yeah.
Then he felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's what I thought had happened.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I see. So you didn't think he was dead at all? Interesting.
To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice.
What kind of juice? So you thought he fainted?
I thought he was asleep at first, and then the room was in such a messy state. I thought maybe he had gotten into a fight with someone.
And that's when you went to pour the glass of juice.
Yes, he always had a hard time waking up. So Juan always had a glass of tomato juice to drink.
I see. And after that, what happened next? So long, golf game.
Yeah. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
Hold it. And how did you come to realize that he was in fact the dead?
I shook him over and over, but I never got a response.
Did you check his pulse?
So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse like I was gonna say.
Dang it.
I was shocked and staggered backward.
And knocked the flower vase over. So that's what happened.
Wouldn't you have seen the knife in him, though, first? This is what it all comes down to, Phoenix.
Maya's doomed.
This is the absolute end for both sides, and Adrian is now letting her guard down.
Really?
Phoenix, now is our best chance to kill the prosecution's case. Maybe we shouldn't use that word,
Isn't
Mia.
that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews will tell us the truth this time. Okay.
Demonetized, Mia. Don't use that word. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself.
Okay.
I was surprised when I walked into the room and I saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't even cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. When I realized it wasn't fainted, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
Something smells in Denmark with this statement.
To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. So I went to pour some juice.
I definitely want some juice after this, but
I am craving juice.
I know, I wasn't even craving the juice.
I'm really wanting some juice, but Luke, you can't even have tomato juice.
No, I can't. I don't like tomato. I can have. Whoop, that's not it. Don't present that. Don't present that. That would be wrong. Crime photo. Does he look like he's sleeping to you?
He had a knife in him.
Also, his color of his face would be kind of not normal. Whatever.
Yeah. Maybe she saw him from the back?
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him, huh?
No, not at all.
Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body? Ugh, I look like I'm taking a nap! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Kurita's chest.
Yeah.
Anyone who saw this scene would be like, oh my gosh, there's a dead man here!
No. Well, you see.
I doubt a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who'd fainted, and then so nonchalantly would go and pour something to drink, unless you're the killer and you need to drink after committing the crime. Your point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer.
No!
Oh, snap. It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light.
But
the defendant, Mr. Matt Ungod, is not guilty after all.
But that's impossible. You're wrong.
Miss Andrews? trying to have some composure here before you're taken away.
It wasn't me! It wasn't me, I tell you! It was Matt, I swear it! He's the one who killed Juan!
But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself, remember?
That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse to testify.
This is one very long case. There is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Maddenguard's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last?
What's wrong, Phoenix?
Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt by now. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't.
She's probably not guilty.
Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Your Honor, the prosecution feels that it would be premature to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. What?
Wow, what? What's going on?
Longest testimony ever. The absolute real truth? What are you? The witness, don't you understand yet?
Huh?
I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party.
That's a lie! I don't believe you!
What?
I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over and Matt would be declared guilty.
Never be declared. Missing words.
Oh.
What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? Yeah, probably.
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Franziska von Karma. Don't you remember, Phoenix?
No, not really.
Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself.
Oh, then right now, Miss Andrews is...
Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word no matter what happens. If you do, Matt on guard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undyingly believes those words right now and is clinging onto them.
Oh boy. Then what should we do exactly? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this.
Well, she's terrified.
But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is to get our not guilty. That is my only priority. Yeah, she looks terrified.
It wasn't me! I'm begging you, please believe me! I didn't kill Juan! Help, please! Someone help me!
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. The court... the court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do?
Maybe you could
What
take
am I supposed to say?
a recess and then keep going.
Right, I suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except the woman crying over there, right?
It could have been the person who captured Maya.
Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Force her to testify.
Request not guilty verdict.
I have to win a complete acquittal today. There's no way around that. But I can't bring myself to do it like this, not when she's making a face like that. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you're really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure. Mr. Argard would get an acquittal, but in his place, she would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end?
Be quiet! How dare you! You're trying to trick me!
Amber, she broke. That's enough! I commend you for trying, Miss Edgeworth.
What?
However, it's clear that the defense's theory is the truth. It's a cartoon character.
Now you get me all weirded out. Okay. What?
This trial is going on way too long.
You're wrong. I was just trying to be dramatic. I'm not trying to sound whatever you said.
Oh, what a shame.
Huh?
I had hoped things wouldn't come to this, however... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court.
Stop!
Mr. Edgeworth, what is going on? This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness.
What?
And because of this illness, she has tried to commit suicide in the past.
Stop! Please stop!
No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. Have the evidence right here. Boom. That's the second part of the suicide report, the attempted one. What will you do now, witness? You know that I am about to... what I'm about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews. The secret of her dependent nature. Aw, blast. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world.
Please! Please stop! I beg you! If people find out, oh!
I'm sorry, but I'm a tool. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is no concern to me. Edgeworth, you monster! However, before you die, I will pull the truth from your still-breathing lips. No matter what I have to do. So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either's fine with me.
Luke, Edgeworth is a really big prosecutor, so you have to make sure that you say words right, okay?
This thing has been going on for an hour and a half. I'm doing the best I can.
I will criticize your stuff too, then. I'll talk, but please, help me.
See, now she's more interesting.
Nothing matters anymore.
My crime! Oh, great, another one. Ta-da! Oh, I have to press the button, sorry.
When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted, honest.
Even with the knife in his chest, okay?
I wasn't thinking! When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one else in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room. And then, I stabbed Juan's dead body with a knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the Nickerel samurai costume. Wait, why did she stab him, though?
You stabbed a corpse with the knife? Why would you do that?
Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What? What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... this is the truth.
The real killer is Matt! That scumbag of a man! I'll never forgive him! He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time!
Last time? So Miss Andrews stabbed the corpse of Juan Corrida in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in her mind. She did it with the intent of framing Matt for the murder. And this is her crime. Nani? How is this possible?
Edgeworth knew that the whole time?
I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer?
Nope.
Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. I would like to get home sometime this evening. Okay.
When I first saw him...
Hold it. Alright, but can you tell from the state of the room that was in that there must have been a fight or something? Are you telling the truth when you say that you did not know he was the dead?
He had a scarf tied around his neck, but that scarf is part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so I didn't even think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't even see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up and went to pour the juice. When I realized he was dead, that's when I formulated my plan.
Yay! What is this plan that you had?
I knew right away the murderer was Matt. It had to be. I knew because Juan, he was going to expose Matt's weak point in the world. So Matt did his best to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some new evidence and pin this crime on Matt.
Oh. So you forged pieces of evidence where the knife and the button.
The first thing that came to my mind was to plant the knife.
She has to be pretty strong to do that with a butter knife, though.
Once I made sure that...
Yeah, okay. That was so you could get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes toward him.
Okay.
Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife, and I returned to the scene of the crime. And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with it.
Okay, alright. So you were the one to stab the victim with that knife.
It gives me goosebumps to even think about it now. What a horrible thing. At the time, I couldn't even control my own body. It moved on its own. Then when I stabbed Juan, I suddenly realized something. If I use the button somehow, I can make Matt look even more suspect.
So you thought to rip off one of the buttons and then plant it in Matt on God's pants.
His hakama, yes.
Their pants!
Yes, that's what I planned to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
Nope.
Never for me. Ah! Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience.
An inconvenience, you say?
There was a woman with a camera ready, loitering in the hallway.
Okay, I'm willing to bet that one is Lotta.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
Okay, that one's Miss Oldbag for sure.
I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weekly tabloid once, so I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again, could I? And that's why I ended up using the Nickel Samurai costume.
So you were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes.
Yes. I took it from Global Studios and I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the award ceremony.
You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct?
Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference with it. He was going to disclose Matt's big secret there.
And what is his secret?
That I don't know. Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume.
I think we've had enough. So after that, you went back to the room and planted the button, right?
Into Matt's hakama, yes. After that, I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and I got rid of it.
My word! What does all this mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, is it?
Hmm?
The real criminal is Madame Guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk.
Francisca.
She said that I should under no circumstances confess to what I had done. That if I just kept quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. So, Francisca told you to lie under oath.
What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer.
So who is?
Wait, Your Honor! The defense still... Right.
Huh?
It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything.
That is correct. Exactly. We all have homes to get to. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer during this hour and 30-minute trial.
But she could have, also done away with one.
The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial. So says I.
And so is mine.
You couldn't establish that witness was culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright, for crying out loud.
He can't.
But... No! Mr. Edward, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning.
Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately.
Very good. That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
No! Maya! Oh my gosh.
And we lost. Oh, that's what the judge's chair looks like.
It looks kind of fiery and red. Oh no.
Today's trial, it's over. It's over. And I didn't win an acquittal.
Oh my gosh.
Witness, would you mind if I asked you something? Edgeworth?
What is it?
Before you leave court today, I wondered if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It's had my interest for some time now. What exactly is it?
Oh, this. Mr. Wright also asked about this. Although I didn't remember at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remember just now. I found this in the room on that day.
The room? That day?
Yes.
Oh.
I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him.
You found that card next to the victim's body?
The killer's calling card?
Oh my gosh.
I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right?
Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me.
It was stuck right there when he died. I think
But as far as the clue to this case, I don't see why. Witness that card! Give it to me! Hurry! Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? This... I can't believe you hid this from me all this time!
I didn't mean to... What is this all about?
I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. All this over the... Oh, I get it now. That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean? Stuff. Oh, thank God!
What? But Maya, she doesn't have any way of getting out.
Oops. Well, you guys won't see this in its full entirety, but this was an hour and 30-minute trial. But anyway, people, thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow we start our investigation, probably. Or maybe rescue Maya, I don't know, but I gotta rest my voice for a little bit. That was kind of lengthy. Usually these are about 40-minute episodes, and this is just wow. So like, comment, subscribe. Tell us your favorite case in Phoenix Wright so far, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Ace Attorney. Check out SAO later today. Bye-bye.
See